No sooner as one game ends, another one starts. We're now heading into match day 15, and it is Newcastle United versus Burnley. Let's jump straight in with all the stats that you need to know, along with our predictions, and a little special appearance from someone as well to give their predictions as well, and we'll come to that later on in the show. But right now, welcome to Away Mags TV and the match predictions, match preview for Newcastle United versus Burnley. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. I hope you are well on this very cold Thursday night. It was very cold when I was walking home from work. But yeah, hope you are well, keeping warm, and are looking forward to the weekend coming up and another set of matches to go. So this is, as you were told right at the start, this is the Newcastle United versus Burnley FC English Premier League match preview and predictions. If you are new around here and if you are returning, do leave a thumbs up on the video. Do subscribe if you are new. We are only, I believe it is 14 now away. Excuse me, 14 away from 100 subs. Be great if we can get there before Christmas. It's only 14 to go, so do share it around. Hit the notification bell too, so you never miss any videos from me in the future. And yeah, let's jump straight into this preview. Let's put the old backing music behind there, and we will cut straight to the preview. So, here we go. We are playing Burnley. 3 p.m. kickoff on Saturday. Referee has been confirmed as Stuart Atwell. Of course, it is not going to be played live on TV because it is a 3 p.m. kickoff, and we all know about the 3 p.m. Blackout. So, unless you have any, other means of watching it, then it's not going to be shown, so you'll have to watch, Soccer Saturday or TNT version of Soccer Saturday. But yeah, it's going to be held at St James's Park. The capacity crowd of 52,758. Surface grass. Weather forecast is looking to be around the 9-degree mark. Predicted lineups for both sides. It seems we're both going to be going for that 4-3-3 formation. For Newcastle, it'll be Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Lewis Hall as left back. We'll get to Dan Burn a little bit later. But Dan Burn and Malik Chow as centre back pairing, with Tino Livramento as the right back. We then go to Joel Linton, Sandro Tonali and Lewis Miley in the midfield, followed by Harvey Barnes, Nick Voltemada and Jacob Murphy on the right as the front three. Even though it's the same predicted lineup, this is the exact lineup that went out in our game during midweek. For Burnley, returning to St James's Park is Martin Dubravka. No doubt he's going to have a pretty decent game against us. We do know players like coming back and haunting us, so you can probably expect Dubravka's going to have a decent game. Walker, Twanzebe, Esteve, however you pronounce these names, I'm going to butcher most of them. Hartman as their defence. Mejbri, or Mebri if it's a silent J. Cullen, Florentino as their midfield, and Tuchana, Fleming and Foster as their front three. Whether that team plays is, a guess. And whether our team that plays is another guess. But I know there's a few that I would probably want to change on that squad. Injured and suspended players. Nick Pope has a knock. He'll be missing the game. He won't be back until roughly late December mark. Emil Kraft has a knee injury. He's scheduled for about a few days. So you never know, he could possibly make the bench. Kieran Trippier has a hamstring injury and will be a late December. Sven Botman has a back injury. That could be a few days, so he could possibly make the bench. Maybe feature, or he's going to be saved for the Champions League or the Sunderland game next week. William Asula, he's got a few days as well with his ankle injury, and Johan Vissa, who is now in full training, which is happy to hear. He is playing a 11-a-side behind closed doors match, so hope he's doing well in them as well. We don't know whether he's actually scored a goal or not in the behind closed door matches, but at least he's getting some minutes under his belt. For Burnley, Bashir Humphreys has a muscle injury. He's out until late December. Connor Roberts has a knee injury mid-December. Jordan Bayer has a knee injury mid-January. And Zeki Amdouni has a cruciate ligament injury and is out until early April. So his season's pretty much done, so he'll probably be making the rest of the maybe the final run in a couple of games, if that. They call me Merrick. Welcome in. Hope you're well. Do you think Tonali will start after getting taken off at half time? Interesting one. I mean, they say he did get a knock, so originally I thought that it was he might have been just hooked off, possibly not performing well, but I didn't think he put a step wrong. Later came out that Tonali did pick up a knock, so he is not mentioned on the injury or suspended players list. So it looks like he could very well be fine. One to keep an eye on. For me, Tonali shouldn't have been out of the squad, full stop. I mean, that was a horrible performance against Spurs during midweek. Joelinton, I probably would drop Joelinton. Yeah, I'd have Miley. Would I have Miley? Yeah, I don't know. I think Jacob Ramsey needs to run in the side, to be honest. So I'd have Bruno, Tonali, and Ramsey in my midfield three. But then again, I wouldn't want to use a midfield three. I wouldn't want to use a 4-3-3 if I'm perfectly honest with you. I want to go for more of a 4-2-3-1 formation. I think we can get a much better attacking side out of a 4-2-3-1. My personal opinion. Dan Burn, I never want to ever see in a Newcastle shirt ever again. I just want him gone. I want him out. The amount of mistakes he is making. The centre-back partnership has to be Malik Chow and Sven Botman, but if Sven Botman is still out and not going to be making the Burnley match, then I'll put Fabian Schär in there. If I'm brutally honest with you, I don't want to be seeing Dan Burn ever again. January couldn't come quick enough. I'd like to see him out of it as well. It was a poor showing after Everton, but with the matches we've got coming up, we need to rotate. We do need to rotate. Ramsdale, all right. In the heat of the moment, I was angry, and I did completely blame Ramsdale for that second goal that we conceded. Romero's bicycle kick. But after seeing replays and after fully calming down and studying the match, Dan Burn and Malik Chow were, right in front of him. So they both blocked his view. You had Fabian Schär, who could have got to the ball first, missed it. when I'm underneath Malik Chow's legs, so he missed it, and I think Dan Burn just watched it go past him. So no, Dan Burn just needs to go. He's getting on in age. He's way into his 30s, so he needs to possibly go and find another club that's going to give him that starting role. I don't want to see him with the armband. I don't think he deserves the armband. Don't know why he's got the armband. Yes, okay, he's a Geordie, but does any Geordie walk into the club and think, okay, I'm a Geordie, I deserve the armband? I'm sorry if I'm being brutal on Dan Burn, but at the moment I really cannot stand him. I think he's really poor. I want to see him out of the team, but he does seem to be an Eddie Howe favourite. Lewis Hall and Tino Livramento have to be the left and right backs. Malik Chow and Sven Botman as the centre-back pairing. That's the back four going for the future, next few seasons. The back three, I think, like I said, I would have Bruno, Tonali, and Ramsey. I want to see Ramsey given a chance. Why have we spent 40 odd mil on Ramsey just to sit on the bench? It's a waste of a transfer, in my opinion. The same as Elanga, I think, is an absolute flop. But he actually done pretty well against Everton, and then he gets dropped. So why do we keep dropping players that are in form? The front three, I'd have Gordon there. He actually did pretty well against Spurs when he came on. Got us going. Got the assist for the... Well, Voltemade got the assist for the first goal for Bruno. But Gordon set that one up. I'd have Elanga on the right wing. He didn't do too bad against Everton when he did come on. Against Spurs, he did sod all again. So that reverts him back to how I've nicknamed him now, Flop Langa. Voltemada, he starts as well. I know there's rumour that Visser is aiming to be on the bench. So maybe get some minutes out of him, or I know Voltemada seems to be pretty much done by about the 70th minute, 75 minutes for the amount of work that he does. I mean, he does like to drop back a lot, which makes me think that Voltemada should possibly be more of an attacking midfielder rather than a striker, so that he can stay in that area of the field where he likes to drop back to get the ball. Because when you got wingers with absolute speed bursting up the top end, and he's decent. But I wouldn't say he's got the speed of the wingers that we have, so he takes a while for him to get back into position. So that's why I want to see like a 4-2-3-1 type of formation. You can have Bruno and Tonali as the central defensive midfielders. And then you can have Anthony Gordon, Nick Voltemada, and Elanga or Murphy on the right as your attacking midfield line. Then up top you can have Johan Visser. That's how I would probably like to see it. Or, you know, again, give Ramsey a chance. I don't know why we're not giving Ramsey a chance. Andrew, welcome in. Long time no see. Hope you're well. Eddie has fucked this season up. I will show you something else that'll interest you if you don't already know as well, based on that. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Dan Burn played left back and have Shah, Chow and Tino against Burnley. Oh my god, if Dan Burn plays left back, then, you know, I hope someone in the tunnel has like a crowbar or something and just takes out his legs. Dan Burn at left back makes us weak at the left. Our weakness is down the left when he plays at left back. No, never have Dan Burn at left back ever again. Previous results for both sides. Burnley are on a run of straight defeats there. Last 5 games, 5 straight defeats. For Newcastle, we have drawn against Spurs, which I think was an absolutely shocking performance. I did put out a short to say that how disappointed I was in that performance. Yes, I blamed Aaron Ramsdale for the second leveller, But after seeing it back, I do take that back now. I think Dan Burn, Malik Chow or Fabian Shah should have at least got to that. He had 3 players in front of him blocking his view, so it was going to be difficult for Ramsdale to come in and save that at the last minute. Decent result against Everton. We finally saw positive and an actual away win. Wow, an actual away win. And then we go and perform like that. Lost to Marseille. This is where we had all the Nick Pope errors. Nice win against Manchester City and a embarrassing defeat against Brentford. A lot are saying that we're improving. To be honest, I don't see that. I don't think we are improving. I think we're really playing really poor. Before we kick into that, what I want to do is go back to what Andrew said about Eddie has fucked up this season. If you look right here, when Eddie first took charge, he had a 48% in the league, winning 13, drawing 5, losing 9. His first full season at the club, he had a 50%, winning 19, drawing 14, losing 5. The season after was winning 18, drawing 6, losing 14. Last season was much better with a 53%, winning 20, drawing 6, losing 12. And so far this season, as it stands, this is Eddie Howe's worst season as Newcastle manager, with only a 36%, with 1.4 points per game, winning 5, drawing 4, losing 5. This is currently Eddie Howe's worst season at the club. If this continues, personally, I think this is Eddie's last season in charge. If we was to lose the derby, I am going to be 100% Eddie out. That is one thing I do not want to be losing. One match that you don't want to be losing is the derby. But then you got to think about it. Our away form is absolutely shit. And we play Sunderland next week away. So the way Sunderland have been playing, I mean, come on, we're Newcastle fans. We absolutely hate Sunderland, but they're flying. They are absolutely flying in the league. I hope that this comes to an end soon. But I really fear the derby. I really, really fear the derby. So going back into the preview. Current top goal scorers for both sides. Nick Voltemada is the Newcastle top goal scorer in the Premier League, not all competitions. He has 5 goals this season, 1 assist, played 11. Anthony has 4 goals for Burnley, has 1 assist and played 14 games. Anthony. He's not even in their starting lineup. So is he injured? No, he's not. So, okay, they're leaving their top goal scorer out. Catch up on that chat. Dan Burn at left back gives me nightmares. Oh, whenever he's named at left back, that is it. I'm raging. I am absolutely going ballistic. Especially when was it Tottenham or was it Everton? I think no, the final few minutes at Everton. I think Dan Burn was pushed out to the left, and I didn't even know it was only for like 2, 3, 4 minutes. I was already raging and saying, why are you putting Dan Burn at left back? I mean, the game's won. We're just going to lose it now. We're just going to concede 5 or something because you just put Dan Burn at left back. Now, that does give me nightmares. Where are we? There we are. All our bad games have been due to Eddie's decisions. Yes, I would agree to that. Loads of saying this player, that player, these other players, they're doing wrong. How I see it, yes, they're doing wrong. But you've also got to think of the fact that the manager picks the team. He picks the team. He picks the formation. Yes, he is married to that 4-3-3 formation. And he does like to use that 5 at the back. I absolutely hate the 5 at the back formation. I really, really detest 5 at the back. We've been poor this season so far, but I have faith in Eddie. I think Visser will probably start our season off. I'm hoping so, because I also have doubts about Visser. It's the fact that we spent the entire window chasing him. Could have got him for like 40 mil, I think it was around. Before Mbeumo went to Man United, in which then Brentford bumped the price up for Visser, like 60, 70 odd mil, 80 mil. We're trying to bring that price down. Visser then goes on strike. We then finally bring that price tag down to about 60 mil. I'm still not satisfied with that amount. I think his age is a concern. He's never hardly injured, but as soon as he joins us, he's injured. We've missed near enough half a season without him. And we've paid 60 mil for a half-season player that was going to be out of contract this season. And we could have got him for free at the end of the season. This is what annoys me the most. We've just wasted 60 million on a player we could have got for free at the end of the season. We could have gone out there and spent that money a bit more wisely. If we're not going to use Jacob Ramsey, we could have gone out there and spent another 40 mil or more wisely. Flop Langer being a completely flop, we could have spent that 55 odd mil a lot wiser. The list goes on. The only decent transfer out of that entire window was Malik Chow, in my personal opinion. So I think Eddie needs to be taken off of the transfers as well, because he's just buying trash. Apart from Nick Valtamada as well. I think Nick Valtamada has been decent. I'll give him that as well. So Malik Chow and Valtamada, great. The rest, questionable. Would anyone take a defeat to the Inbreds if we're finishing top 4? I just don't want to lose to them at all. Do not want to lose to them at all. If we lose at the SOS, if you know what the SOS is, if we lose at the SOS, then I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm done. He's taken us as far as he can go, and I'm done. If we draw, I don't even know if I can accept a draw. That's a difficult one, I'm really struggling to really want to accept a draw from them. It's just they have been playing well. I do fear that we may well lose the derby. That is the most concerning part about it. Insights for I'm sorry for the coughing and sniffling. I'm just getting over the flu. Insights for both sides. Newcastle have scored 10 goals in their last 5 matches. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 5 matches, so we struggle at the back. That's where we're struggling at the back. Dan Burn is our weakness. Why doesn't Eddie Howe see this? Haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 5 matches, and Newcastle United have won the previous 4 matches against Burnley, except on Saturday, unless performances improve. For Burnley, they have scored 3 goals in their last 5 matches, so they do struggle to score goals. They have conceded the most penalties this season with 4, so we may get a couple of penalties. You never know. Anything can happen in that one. And they haven't won a match in 5 attempts. Yeah, clearly shows right there. Losing to Arsenal, losing to West Ham. They put up a decent game against West Ham. Lost to Chelsea, lost to Brentford, and recently lost to Palace. They were pretty much in that game against Palace, only the 1-goal defeat. Head-to-heads, where are we? Head-to-heads. We have played Burnley a fair amount of times. We have 8 victories over Burnley. Burnley have 2 victories over us, and there is 5 draws between us. The last time we played Burnley, it ended in a 4-1 victory to Newcastle at Turf Moor. Previous to that, at St James's, we beat Burnley 2-0. Previous to that, we beat Burnley 2-1. Previous to that, we beat Burnley 1-0. The last time Burnley did taste victory against us was here. December the 14th, 2019, Burnley took a 1-0 win at Turf Moor. So they haven't, they haven't beaten us since 2019. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attempts. So it's positive. The stats say it's positive. I was very positive against Spurs and we threw that one away. But it's positive. We can beat Burnley. If we look at the table, Newcastle currently sit in 12th place. Burnley are in the relegation zone in 19th place. They have, they have 3 wins to their name, keeping them way above Wolverhampton Wanderers, who I think pretty much Wolves are down. I mean, I think everyone can say Wolves are down. When are Wolves ever going to win a game? That's the struggle. Enter Newcastle United, because, you know, when we played Sheffield United and they never won a game all season, what do? They get a 1-0 win against Newcastle United. When West Ham ain't playing well all season, this season, what do? We embarrass ourselves by losing to West Ham. We seem to be the club that kick off everybody. Even though we have beaten Wolves already, haven't we? We beat them 1-0, was it? So we'll forget about that one. But yeah, when are Wolves ever going to win a game? Let's be honest. If we don't beat Burnley, we deserve to be relegated. I mean, I kind of feel that Eddie Howe did lash out at the press in the after-match interview. From what I'm hearing, I didn't actually watch it, so I do need to try and find that again. Because what I heard from Craig Hope and from Keith Downey, in both their videos, was that Eddie Howe was told that after the Spurs draw, did you know that result cost you 6 places in the league? Dropping those 2 points cost us 6 places in the league. We could have been up into the 7th place. And Eddie just turned around to him and said, I didn't want to know that. I didn't want to hear that. Thanks for telling me. It kind of felt like he lashed out at him, and that he knows he's feeling the pressure. He'll definitely know how much pressure he'll be feeling if we don't come away with all 3 points at the SOS. I mean, everybody's going to know about it. So, who will win? Up over here in the corner. Obviously, I'm going to go for a Newcastle win. So, currently, as it stands, the amount of voters will go up by the time match day happens. But as it stands right now, 10,331 people have voted. 67% of those voters think it's going to be a Newcastle United win. 22% of those voters think it's going to be a draw, and 11% have gone for the Burnley win. Not very many have gone for Burnley a victory there. So again, it is looking very positive for a Newcastle United win. Okay, so the rest of the matches in match day 15 is not there. I'll just go back round 15. There we go. We'll be kicking off. Our midday kickoff on Saturday is Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Aston Villa looked pretty decent. Arsenal, until that Chelsea game, looked pretty decent. Oh, I think they could play out for a draw, you know. Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Chelsea had a humiliation against Leeds, didn't they? No, I'll go for a sneaky Bournemouth win on that. Everton Forest. Everton are playing well. David Moyes has really got them back to the way they were when he was originally with them. Nottingham Forest are slowly getting there again under Sean Dyche. Do you know what? I'll go for a Nottingham Forest win on that. Man City Sunderland. I'm hoping Man City just absolutely smash Sunderland. So I'm going to say, I don't know, 17-0 to Man City. Newcastle Burnley. I'll give you my prediction in a minute. Tottenham and Brentford. That should be an interesting one. I want to say draw on that one because Thomas Frank will be returning to Brentford. And then Leeds versus Liverpool. Liverpool off the back of a, dare you say, an embarrassing draw? Excuse me. Leeds off the back of a great win. Liverpool not playing well this season. That's a tough one. That is a very tough one. I'll go draw on that one again. Excuse me. And then on Sunday, you have Brighton versus West Ham. I think that'll be a Brighton win easily. Fulham versus Crystal Palace. That should be an interesting one. I'll go draw. And then Wolves versus Manchester United. Ideally, I'd like Wolves to win that, but no one ever knows when Wolves are going to get their win. But I would like to see Wolves win that. I mean, apart from Sunderland, we all hate Man United too. So that's my predictions for those those games. Current stats in the Premier League before we move on to the guest appearance. Erling Haaland tops the goal-scoring chart with 15. Igor Thiago has 11 and Danny Welbeck has 7. Bruno Fernandes and Mohamed Kudus both have 5 assists, with Jeremy Doku, who has 4. Clean sheets. David Raya is top of the clean sheet chart with 8. Dean Henderson has 7 and Robert Sanchez has 6. And then for your disciplines, Christian Romero has 6 yellow cards. Lucas Paqueta, or Paqueta, however you want to pronounce his name, has 5, and David Brooks also has 5 yellows. For red cards, Lucas Paqueta has 1, Casemiro has 1, Dan Burn has 1. You can also say that Anthony Gordon also has 1. So there's a, let's just have a quick look at that. So Lucas Paqueta, Casemiro, Dan Burn, Reynaldo, Caicedo, Gomez, Chalobah, Sanchez, Gordon, and Agbadu all have 1 red card. Wow, 10 red cards already this season. Yeah. Oh no, is there more? 16. Konsa, Gay, Im, Leslie, Lewis Cook, Gusto, and Souček. So 16 red cards this season. Wow. So far. Let's hope Leeds smash the bin dippers. Oh, well, that'd be really nice to see. That'd be an interesting watch. Ian, welcome in. Hope you're well. No worries at all, mate. Where were we? We were here. Let's get back to where we were, which was this one. The main attraction. So yeah, Stuart Atwell is going to be the referee for that one. I mean, I suppose I'm happy with that. Everyone knows that the referee I hate the most is Craig Paulson and Jared Gillett. So as long as neither of those two are refereeing us, I'm happy. So yeah, that's mainly it for the stats. So, what I do have is a special guest. He did send me a clip because he wasn't able to come on the show tonight, which is fine. He done a clip, so I do thank him a lot for that. Is Dan from Turf Morehouse TV. He's a Burnley fan. He did put in his score prediction and his thoughts for the game. So we'll turn the background music off. We will replace the sharing screen. We'll get rid of that. We'll bring up that. And we'll bring in that. Share the audio this time because I know I completely fluffed up the Spurs one. And there we go. Hopefully you can all see that. And yeah, we will kick in with that and enjoy what Dan has to say. So I think I'll make that full screen, actually. You take my mug out of the way. There we go. So enjoy and take it away, Dan.
Hey, I'm Dan from Turf Morehouse TV or Turf Morehouse, Burnley supporter, and yeah, this is my thoughts in regards to Burnley Newcastle game this weekend. I'm still absolutely seething from our game against Palace on Wednesday night. If any of you Newcastle fans watched it, you'll realise this weekend you've probably got an easy game on your hands. We have been poor. We just like to pass it about and not seem to have any end product with it. It's been one of those years where I feel like, again, a lot of people will say, yes, you're a Scott Parker side, it's to be expected. But we have had some good games. We have put put a good spell. And people say you can't rule Burnley out the way they play. They have good possession of the ball. But like I say, possession doesn't win you games. I'm sorry, it really doesn't. I think our team selections have been quite off at times as well. Our substitutions have been so hit and miss. At the moment, I'm just a little bit of a downbeat Claret. But I've got to say, I do love the trips to St James's Park. First and foremost, I think my first one, was the 3-3 New Year's Day. I went to St James's Park with a group of lads on a minibus, flat caps and onesies. Got absolutely steaming, but what a day out. Only place I lost my bank card. Yay. I'm currently in Newcastle, working here, but I won't be at the game. I just think that I can't see Burnley getting anything or doing anything. So I will be totally honest with you. I'm expecting a 2-0 loss, and that's by us hopefully showing some credentials. Who knows? Obviously, back of my mind, if we win, buzzing, but I can't see it. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it. And yeah, see you on the flip side. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much, Dan. So there you go. Dan has gone for the 2-0 Newcastle United win. And, I kind of actually agree with him on that. So for my prediction as well, I will go for a Newcastle United 2-0 victory over Burnley. I think we should be able to beat them quite easily. Then again, I did say that for Spurs as well. I went for a 2-1 Spurs win. That nearly came off. But yeah, I'm going to go for a Newcastle United 2-0 victory over Burnley. Who would be my goal scorers? Difficult, this one. Depends on what team is being played. If Gordon gets given the nod, I think Gordon might come up with one. And I really want to see Jacob Ramsey score as well. So I want to say Jacob Ramsey with the second, but that all depends on whether he gets an actual chance to play. But that is going to be it for the preview. Again, if you want to check out Dan at Turf Morehouse TV, His link to his channel is in the description down below. Do go over there, show him some love as well. Let him know that Away Mags TV sent you over to show the love, show the support as well. And also a big thank you to Dan for doing what he did and did a little clip for me to show everyone else his faults. So leave your comments as well down below if you're watching this at another time. Again, apologies for the coughing and clearing the throat and the sniffling and everything. I'm still trying to get over the flu. Weekend couldn't come closer or quick enough, as they say. But yeah, guys, this has been the Newcastle United versus Burnley preview and prediction. You've seen the stats. You know what's going on. You've got my prediction now as well. So yeah, do leave a thumbs up on the video. Help a sick person in need. Do subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. It really means a lot. We are 14 away from 100. Like I said at the start, be great if we can hit the 100 mark by around about the Christmas time. Again, if you're watching this at another time, do leave your comments down below. Who would you start? Who would? What would your formation be? I'm dying here. What would your formation be? Who would you start? And your score predictions and everything else. Are you Eddie in now? Are you Eddie out? How long are you giving Eddie? Or are you keeping Eddie for the full season? Do you fear the derby? I mean, that's going to be an interesting video to do when we come around to the preview for the derby. Oh, dare I find someone to come on as well from a Sunderland point of view? Do I know anyone from that anywhere? Who knows? But other than that, guys, do take care. Do, wrap up warm. It is very cold. Burnley fans travelling to Newcastle. Safe journey there and back. Other than that, yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell too. Let's get rid of that. And, enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully 3 points on Saturday. I really hope so anyway. But, yeah, do take care. And I will catch you in our next game. Which, I think we have Champions League, don't we, this week, midweek? Bear with me 1 second. Let me just have a quick looky. Fixtures. We should have Bayer Leverkusen. We do. Bayer Leverkusen on Wednesday. Okay. So that means I will be back on Monday. My fingers disappeared. There we go. I will be back on Monday for the Champions League preview against Bayer Leverkusen. That'd be an interesting one. That's another away game. So yeah, Leverkusen on Monday for the actual game on Wednesday. And then I'll be back. Do we play Sunderland on the Saturday, or do we play Sunderland on the Sunday? We play Sunderland on the Sunday. Okay. So I will be back Monday for the Leverkusen preview, and I will do a Sunderland preview on Friday. So there you go. Right there is where you can follow me on X. I'll give you a follow back, and you'll know when I'm going to go live. So yeah, other than that, guys, take care, and I'll catch you on Monday for the Leverkusen preview. And thanks for everyone that came in and chatted and everything when my thumb doesn't want to disappear. Catch you later.